Going on, guys, and good morning. All right, it's rare that I do videos on the morning, but this one is very important, and I'm like, you know what, I have to do it. And it talks about the cult of bodybuilding, how bodybuilding can become a cult, literally a cult. You can become a slave to it, and that's what happened to me for the last 10 years. I want to share a bit my experience, and I'm not saying everybody that lift weight will go to that extreme, but if you're someone that is a kind of a perfectionist, you want to make things, you want to kill it at every single thing you do, well, chances are high that you become a slave to bodybuilding. You fall in that cult where it becomes all your life and all you think about, and every single thing you do in the day will basically have a purpose of making you a better bodybuilder, or build more muscles, or get stronger, or recover. But you know what? I've lived this life for over 10 years, and today I'm telling you, it's not the way of living. It's not a way of living. You get isolated. You kind of lose sense of every single thing in life. You become selfish. All you think about is yourself, and all you want is building more muscles, or just getting your workouts in tomorrow at the right time. So you gotta sleep at the exact time, so you can't hang out with friends. You don't want to go out with friends because then they'll be drinking and eating. But next thing you know, you find yourself isolated in a little routine that is like a rat living in a cage. You just eat your meals, go work out, go to work, come back home, sleep early. I mean, yeah, it's fun. We can call it discipline. We can call it dedication. But at what time we will just call it being a slave to something? Because yeah, that's all good. We want to be disciplined and we want to get ahead in life, but sometimes we want to get too disciplined, and discipline and trying to get better sometimes makes us worse. Sometimes we're disciplined for a cause that is not really what we want on the long term. I mean, if you're competing and you're the top 1% in the world, and you're making millions of dollars, and you're a professional athlete, yeah, by all means. But a lot of us don't make money from that sport. But we fall into that cult. I know a guy that's been training for 1 year, just 1 year, and he was telling me the other day how he's got no more friends, no more social life. All he does is go to the gym, work out, go back home, eat his meals, watch training YouTube videos, and he's like, hey, it's getting lonely. How do you deal with it? And I'm like, hey, man, it's the same over here. I've been doing it for over 10 years, and trust me, it's also a very selfish sport, because if you think about bodybuilding, it's all about you, and I think maybe that's why most of my relationship failed, just because all I cared is I didn't care about my partner and making her happy. All I wanted is, hey, I gotta get my meals in. Hey, let's go for a walk because I didn't get my steps in today. And not everybody wants that same thing, right? Some people just want to go out and have a cheat meal, and that's fine, you know. So I'm kind of changing my thoughts a little bit about all those things. I'm kind of trying to live again, you know. And as a bodybuilder, you try to control everything. You try to control every single thing, the grams of bread that you eat. But it goes deeper than that. You start controlling life. You start want to control everything. The other day there was a bodybuilder a while ago that they couldn't let him in the gym because his membership expired, and he was gonna go crazy because it's like, I gotta work out now. Let's talk about this later. This is my time for workout. And it's like, whoa, it's a drug. It's a drug that if you didn't get it, I mean, if you get out of that routine that you build yourself, you just lose it. And there's something that is not really masculine about it for me, because I feel like a man has to really be grounded and can't be too addicted to those drugs. You kind of be a bit detached from them, and that's what I'm trying to do, you know, because you lose sense of life. To be honest, you'll tell me, are you happy, fulfilled in your life? Not really, because all I was doing was surrounding bodybuilding and me getting those 2 hours workout in every day, and eating my protein and eating my shakes, and hey, I'm getting bigger. Is that the purpose of life? I don't think so. I don't think it's just about you. And that's what bodybuilding makes it. And like I said, if you're competing, you have a competition or whatever it is, that's all good. But if you're someone that is just trying to lift, get in your best shape, don't let that life take hold of you, because Trust me, it might be cool at the beginning. You feel like you're the black sheep and you're the only one that is a lone wolf and all, but this life can transform very fast into a prison that you can't even escape. Because me, it's hard now. Like, I'm invited to weddings and my cousin's getting married and I was supposed to go to LA, and all I'm thinking about is, oh, I'm gonna skip workouts. Oh, I'm not gonna get the exact same meals in. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to do the same work, or to do, I don't know, I'm not gonna be working out as well. Maybe I'll have to skip some days. Oh, I'm gonna lose some gains. But so what? So what? So what? This is life. Life is letting the coincidences happen. You can't just control everything, and you can't just be a slave to that workout thinking that, hey, I gotta do it. And that's why, like, all those discipline and motivational video and the red pill stuff, man, sometimes it gets you somewhere that you don't really want to get. And I don't think it's the way of living, you know. People will say, well, just be alone and just work more and just make money. And then what? Do you think that's happiness? Trust me, I've got a good amount of money that I accumulated working. I'm doing pretty good for myself. I work hard. I have this routine. I'm very disciplined, but I'm not fulfilled, and that's not what's gonna fulfill you, man. So don't think that, hey, I just gotta keep lifting and keep getting better in bodybuilding and eventually things will click. Nah, find something now and make a change now, because you don't want to be stuck in this prison and stuck in this kind of rat race in your mind, the hamster wheel that you can't escape. Because, well, you can actually escape, but you think you can't. And you find yourself at 60 years old being like, oh my God, I wish I had gone out a bit more. I wish I had partied a bit more. I wish I let myself loose a bit more, because we're too tight. Bodybuilders, we're too tight. The other day I met a bodybuilder and he's like, oh, trying to shake my hand and ask me about my weight, and he's like trying to compare my weight and his weight, and I'm like, man, drop all that BS, man. Just let loose, relax. It's not about competition every single time. And that's, people think this is what a man should look like and this is masculine. It's not. It just shows that you haven't conquered yourself well, and you kind of refuge yourself in lifting some weights, building muscles, and in this routine. So just sharing that, just so people don't get too isolated in this routine of bodybuilding. Don't get too stuck in that little routine, because then you'll be so much up here in your mind, and you think you're doing something good up until you realize that, hey, what have I been doing? Why have I been wasting all those years? Where are all my friends? All your friends are gone because they don't just want to talk about lifting, or maybe they just don't want to eat chicken outside, or maybe they want to go party and have fun and enjoy life in a way that you're always saying no, and you kind of block all the opportunities, you know. Life happens in the unexpected things, and when you want to expect everything, man, might as well just be an AI, a robot. So that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully I touched someone. See you soon. Ciao.